And by the looks of it, we are actually live. Hello, everyone. This is going to be interesting. First time streaming in a very long time, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Let's Play Minecraft together. This is Izuma Void's quite nice Patreon subscriber server. And we are currently standing next to this guy who is probably going to murder me any minute. But, and you made up my... So anyway, this is the Viking village, which is my main build on the server. And I thought we could start off by me simply just showing you around a little bit. And that music is just too loud, but I can't turn it any lower. Well, I'll just have to deal with it. So anyway, this is my Viking village. As you can probably tell, I've already started building a bit. I've been playing on this server for a couple of months now. And this is where we will be spending our time to begin with. So, ow! As you can see, I still haven't learned how to use an elytra. So let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Spamming those rockets. So this is the Viking village, which is where I have my main base. We're going to go back here in a little while. But first off, I thought we could have a look at the area I am building in. So, we're actually gonna mute this music here for a tiny bit and jump into the LPMT Boat Buddies voice chat and see if Teribo is there. Right.
Hello, Phali.
Hello, Teribo. So I've already, managed to mess up my elytra once. But I thought we could basically start off by maybe showing off how things are looking.
Sure.
So, shall we go to your park first then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take my chances on flying. Teribo and me and a couple of other people, we have this small, not a cult, not a cult.
Definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not a cult, called the Boat Buddies. And what it basically is, well, I don't know what to call it. We're just pretty much a bunch of people who decided we're going to build close to one another and sort of be an alliance.
Yeah, kinda.
And we, of course, belong to the East Axis, because everyone knows that the East Axis is the best axis. And, yeah, those of you who have no idea what an axis is, we're going to be showing off that as well. So, there you landed. I just ran through your bushes. Got stuck now. There we go. No, messed it up. You know what? I'm just going to do this. There we go. Wait, did I go outside now?
I don't know where you are.
Oh, there you are. I see you on the map.
Oh, hello.
There you are.
Hi.
Right. So, starting off, why don't you, Teribo, show us what you got here?
We got a fan for the portal.
Yeah, because so this is where we on the LPMT, if you haven't seen Izuma Void's videos, we use a nether system that I'm going to come back to later, and this is basically where you spawn if you take the portal to Teribo's place. You end up in this nice little blue hippie van.
And his entrance, not really a lot. But...
There's the armor stand that scares the hell out of me every time I go here. And I mean, this is a very lovely place, and
yeah, it is.
I love the fact that you actually, unlike me, take the time to put these like waypoints on the map, because that's like one of the things that I am really bad at. It's just like putting those waypoints in. You know what? This is sad without music. I'm just gonna put some music on again. Oh, why can't I adjust the volume now? There we go. And we're just going to turn it down in here. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. I forgot to do. Right. What's next then?
A head saw, which doesn't really function, but looks nice.
So this is like a ticket stand or something?
No, a head saw.
Oh, a hat store.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. A green... Ah, that's neat.
We have a soup restaurant here.
Nice. So, does it actually serve soup?
Press the button.
It actually serves soup. Well, stew, technically. It was delicious. Please return bowls. How?
What about here?
Oh, bowl cleaning service. There we go. Goodbye. That's a neat little feature. So is that like automatic? So it automatically fills up with with more?
No, that's not possible.
Ah, okay. I don't know Redstone really, so if it weren't for YouTube guides, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
This is kind of the first option I have in the park yet.
Ooh. Spiderfall. This sounds... Go up the bubble vator. When up, press the button and let yourself float. Ah, queuing areas. And we have to go around. Those of you wondering, we have keep inventory on this server, which is why I go into this thing with no fear for my own death.
Won't kill you.
Whee!
Just let yourself float.
Whee! Ow. What did I mess up?
You should
Oh,
just...
ow, there we go. Well, that's neat. And some beacons.
To my triple spider farm.
Ooh. This is the thing you've been working on in your videos, right?
Yes.
This looks like a dangerous place to go.
Yeah, I didn't go there.
Okay, I'm not going to go there. I mean, the amount of pressure plates is making me nervous.
That's the stop mobs.
Ah, of course. Ah, so this is where you sort of activated, yeah?
Yeah. Now they off. Are they on?
How much does this produce, really?
I've absolutely got no clue.
I mean, there's a player head in here.
Those are cave spider heads.
Okay, so this is a spider head with a small chance of actually murdering people as well.
Yes.
Well, that's neat. I think I'm going to go up topside before I die. Right. Where am I going? Exit. There we go.
Exit.
Ah, that's neat. My exit. Press this button. Oh, you need to stand there and press the button. Oh, that's neat. Wait, what? That's black magic right there. This is pretty neat. So, any other bits and bobs?
Well, I have removed the hill over there.
Oh, you've started doing the terraforming.
Yes.
Ah, nice. And that way, I'm using a mod called Voxel Map, which you can use through Rift, which is why I have these waypoints. So the waypoints that you can see here are basically the other boat buddies that are within 1,000 blocks. And that's Taribo. As you can see, he's here.
Hello.
Yeah, some shulker boxes. Nothing interesting to steal. Carry on.
That's just a hill that's in those boxes.
Oh, so that's the hill.
Yes.
And here are a selection of blue sheep.
Of course.
Why blue?
For those banners.
Oh, right, the boat buddies banners. They're blue, of course. Oh, well. Right. Well, this was it's nice to see. It's been so long since I was over here. A lot of things have happened since the last time I was here. So it's quite nice to
Well,
see.
the last time you tried to murder God.
Yes, the last time was when I attempted to murder Garth, which is a story for another time. A story that I think Yilk. I actually think Yilk recorded some of that.
Really?
I think Yilk recorded some of the insane hunt to murder Garth. I think you may have some of it.
Nice.
Well, anyway, thank you for showing us around, and I'm going to head back to my base now and start doing some work. So see you later, Zeribo.
See you later.
Right, and with that, we say goodbye to Taribo and probably fail. Yeah, we fail once again. Now to remember where I am. It's probably this way, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I think this way. So anyway, that's Taribo. I was originally planning on showing off more builds later, but as you can see that Taribo has left the game. He only had time to be with us for the first couple of minutes here, so I decided we could start off by showing off his place. And later we will be having a look at some of the other Boat Buddies builds as well, such as Garth, who is over there, and Spangleboo, who has the Island of Poop, and who else? Badger Spanner, of course, Domino, and a couple of other people. So anyway, what we are going to do for now is we're going to start work on the village. So what I am thinking, I'm never going to be able to do that. I want again in a blue moon. The area down here is going to be the village itself. Like, this used to be a dark oak forest, but now it is so much more. It is it's been terraformed. I mean, like I said, I've already been doing a good bit of work here before I started streaming. So this used to be forest, and the outer part here used to be like jungle. So no, not jungle, swamp. So it was all like broken up and not really one peninsula. So that's been terraformed to one peninsula. As you can see over there, not completely done. And we're going to keep removing some forest. So I think we're going to start with that, to be honest. Start by doing some deforestation. And so I don't have to run back all the time, I am going to be grabbing some empty shulker boxes. Let's bring a couple of those. So, while we're down here anyway, I might as well show off this place. This is basically the basement area. Hello there. So this is the basement area, death included. And it is basically the entire outer wall, like the area where I built the outer wall a week to maybe 2 weeks ago. I've dug down, like, I think it's like 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's 11 or 12 blocks. And I've dug down and I've made a storage system. So this storage system, yeah, calm down here so I can murder you. If you blow up near my redstone, I'm going to rip something to pieces. So like I said earlier, I can't do redstone. I couldn't do, of course, terraform, yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I couldn't do redstone if you had a gun to my head. So this storage system here has been constructed using a YouTube guide. So there's a bunch of redstone going on behind these walls here. Which basically takes my items from the top floor where I have 2 hoppers. I have 1 dump chest. Oh yeah, the zombie. Hello Taribo, still with us in chat. You can see on Voxel map, which is the map I'm pointing at it like a moron with my hand that you can't see. The voxel map in the top right corner shows you what looks like a Steve head. That is actually a zombie that stole Taribo's head. About a week ago. Long story. So anyway, up top we have 2 hoppers, one of which is connected to a dump chest, the other one is for placing shulkers. It transports my items through a hopper chain, goes through a sorting system, which has the most basic items. Cobblestone, we have some stone here where I've left some torches. We have dirt, we have grass, we have sand, gravel, andesite, iscalium, granite, stone bricks, stone slabs, netherrack, nether bricks, glass, ice. These 3 chests are manually sorted. This is like nether stuff, this is end stuff, and this is underwater stuff. Also some manual chests featuring like saplings, food, and such. Here's 3 chests I don't quite know what to do with yet, so they're sort of deactivated. And we got a lot of other stuff. So as you can see by the amount of things already present, I didn't start playing yesterday. And we have an ender chest with some more stuff in it. So, I also have here, I will be posting the link to this whenever this stream goes to my YouTube site. So if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, there will be a link in the description for this tutorial to build that storage system. And this is the super smelter. This is designed by Wells Knight. You go put your ores, materials up there, you put your fuel down here, gets transported on rails, and gets evenly distributed to all these furnaces, and you end up with your smelted items in those chests. That is a Wells Knight 15-minute build, and even with my immense stupidity, I managed to do it in about 25. So if even I can do it, if I could do that in 25 minutes, it can basically be done by any human being with a pulse and a brain. So, apologies. This is an empty building. That is literally an empty building, so I'm not going to spend any time on that. And up here you can see the shulker dumper. You can place shulkers on that, and there's a manual input chest. So, do I have any example items? I don't have any example items. Really? Well, I can just throw those through, and you can see the gunpowder goes in, it disappears, goes through the hopper chain, and ends up, in the case of the gunpowder, it ends up in my overflow chest because it's not being sorted. This here is a puzzle, thanks to Taribo. What? Huh. So anyway, how am I doing that? Okay, do this slow. Is it like that? Yeah. And like that. And like that. And that. So, this is my area, which is going to become a sort of Viking village. This is sort of the main perimeter, the main, like the high seat of the Viking chieftain, which is basically a 63 block wide dark oak wall, which has been done on a perimeter here, and I've basically set up this house on top. Not 100% finished, you can see there's still some decorating to be done in here. This is actually my own design, based on a building. Well, I didn't know you could place... no, I did not know you could place torches on maps. That was brand new to me. I've been playing Minecraft for 8 years, and I am a complete idiot. So this is basically my own design, based off a different building I did on this very server. That's a place called... And we have Taribo hosting my stream at 1 viewer. Thank you very much, Taribo. But yeah, I built a different place called, and this is going to sound stupid without context, Camp Spangled Badger. To be perfectly honest, it's stupid with context. But anyway, I built a similar design there, and basically just transfer that over here. But what is the plan for this area? The plan for this area is to have... I'm just going to turn up the game and music volume slightly, because it's a tad low. There we go. This area here is going to be like a Viking village. So what I want to do is to have like a port on that peninsula there, with like a big longboat out there, with some smaller like Viking like rowing boats in here, And we're probably going to do something with that ravine. To be perfectly honest with you, I didn't notice that ravine until I started chopping down the forest because it was very dense. So let's go high in the sky and have a look. So this entire area, this peninsula, is going to be sort of a dock. We're going to have some manual farms around here, and maybe we're going to be building an outer wall somewhere. And we're going to have a walkway coming up around here and terraform up to here. So there's going to be sort of a natural pathway going down around here. So I think, to be perfectly honest, what we can start by doing is do all the terraforming. I keep forgetting to go back to my dashboard. I am an idiot. So let's start by just chopping down all this wood and clearing a path. Clearing a path down to like the front of the high seat. And the plan also is that all of the buildings here are going to have like Norse names. I do have some knowledge of Norse, of the old Norse language, which means I can at least make it sound somewhat the way it would have sounded back in the day. I'm not 1200 years old, but I do teach Norwegian, and Norse is actually part of the curriculum in Norway. And I know that probably damaged your view of Norway. But anyway, we're going to be chopping down all of this dark oak around here. And I've already actually removed a good bit of dark oak. Until I made my storage system, like all my belongings were basically in. I think I figured out there was 78 shulker boxes, and I had absolutely zero control. I had absolutely zero control of what was in it. So I was like, oh, I'm running out of wood. I barely have any wood left. And once all the shulkers had been deposited into the system, it turns out I had not one, not two, but 2.5, nearly 3 double chests of dark oak logs, split between all of those 70, nearly 80 shulkers. And I can understand why when you see the amount of trees that are around. Like, you can get like one of these 2x2 dark oak trees will get you nearly a stack of logs. But while I am sitting here chopping wood, or standing here chopping wood, I might as well tell you a tiny bit about this server. So this server, Let's Play Minecraft Together, is actually the Patreon server belonging to a certain Mr. Izumovoid. And if you don't know who Izumovoid is, he is one of the original, I think one of the original hermit crafters, one of the people who actually came up with the entire hermitcraft idea. If you have no idea what hermitcraft is, I strongly suggest that you drop everything you have in your hands, go to YouTube, and find hermit and search for hermitcraft, and just spend the rest of the evening watching hermitcraft videos. Because hermitcraft is one of, I dare say hermitcraft is one of the funniest and most entertaining YouTube series of all time. And Izumovoid is one of the many hermitcraft members. And Izumovoid has this Patreon server called Let's Play Minecraft Together, and as long as you are a tier 1 patron or a tier 3 Twitch subscriber, you get to come on here and play. And I've played on a good bit of Minecraft servers, and I have to say that's absolutely worth it. Like you can see here, good bit of people online. This is usually how it is. It's usually like at least 10-15 people online, so there's always people to talk with, there are always people to hang around with, and it is also a very nice community. Like maybe later this stream we can go have a look at some of the community projects and other things that are being built here. But I highly recommend that you check out Izuma, because Izuma does a LPMT, as it's called, stream here on Twitch at least once a week, usually twice a week, where he comes and hangs out with us, and we do community projects and all sorts of fun stuff. So now you know. So anyway, I have a feeling I'm going to be saying "so anyway" quite a lot. Maybe I should get a "so anyway" counter. So we can see that the logs are coming down, slowly but steadily. I feel like I should get an efficiency 5 axe, because that would probably help a lot. Because we already have a haste 2 beacon, but you sort of need haste 2 efficiency 5 to like fully take advantage of it. But I can see that my axe is actually starting to get a little bit worn, so we're probably going to have to go repair it sooner or later anyway. Place some torches so we don't get too much mob spawning here. Anyway, there's one. And here's the ravine I was talking about. I honestly did not know there was a ravine here until I started clearing the forest. Like, this dark forest here covered this entire area a couple of days ago, and I've basically been chopping it down little by little. Did I see a zombie? Nah, it was a sheep. Silly sheep. So basically, this entire area was covered by forest, and it revealed this ravine. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think maybe I'm gonna try and do some terraforming around this ravine. What I think would be really cool, nearly fell down. What I thought would be really cool is to like maybe remove this water, either that or expand it. Like, I know there's a river going, if I go to the map here, as you can see there is a river a do bit north of it. So what I thought could be really cool was to have like that river. Mineshaft, cave, spider spawner. Oh yeah, I know there's a couple of spawners down there because I've seen them. I've only done like a small... Ah, there you are, you... Ah, bloody phantoms. I hate phantoms. Let's waste a bunch of rockets and go hide. This is the hall ahead's going to have a look at that later. Just get in and get to bed so we can have these terrible things disappear. What is that music, Trent? I don't know if you're asking me. I don't think you're watching the stream. It's confusing at times to sort of mix the in-game chats and the Twitch chats. But I always forget to pay attention to Twitch chat anyway. Now here's hoping someone else will go to bed as well so we can get rid of those phantoms. The nice thing about Voxel Map, yeah, you can see my cursor. The nice thing about Voxel Map is that it shows mobs and it shows other players. And oh, I can't do it while it's doing that. But you get a mini map, you get a map, and the nice thing is that it saves everything. Like Voxel Map is one of the mods that you really should have. Like, I played Minecraft for ages without Voxel Map, and like the second I started using Voxel Map, it was like, dear me, how have I been living without this? It was like when we got Quest Helper back in World of Warcraft, like, oh, suddenly we don't have to read quests anymore. Now we can actually just go there and do things. So I'm gonna give this another like 15 seconds. If no one else goes to sleep, I'm just gonna keep on playing. I'm gonna take those 10-15 seconds to pour myself a little drink for my sore throat. I was going to say I do apologise for my hoarse and horrible voice, but there's basically a flu epidemic in Norway right now, and I have decided to join their ranks. by the... Yeah, people are not going to be sleeping. Oh, okay. Let's just go out and face the death. Oh, we got rain as well, just to be sure. Well, while we're waiting for the phantoms to come kill me, I can show you this. This is Hjalmgarðar. Probably butchered that, but this, it loosely translates to home of the heads or home of the helmets. And it was quite common for Vikings to create like pedestals where they would keep like the helmet and sword of people who had fallen in battle, especially those who weren't given a traditional Viking burial at sea. So this is basically, so far not that many, but the plan is to have like all the heads. Yeah, 80 FPS. The plan is to get like all of the heads in here. So you can see we have some of the members on the server: Yilk, Mika, Itanoid, Badger's Banner. We got Metamorphic Mike, who's up here because he's one of the admins, along with Crazy Marth. We got Ponybutts, who's a VIP, Garth, who's a mod. That head was a pain in the arse to get, but worth it. Winnie, one of the mods, who I hope to chop the head off any day soon. Got Jimbo, who's also one of the green names. Got Spangle Boo. Hello, Spangle. Got Boo Boo, Daniel. Yeah, Boo Boo, that's Boozigard. Daniel, Jackman, Taribo, who we saw earlier, and Thira. And also here over we have Llama. I think that was it. And we have my head. Like if I do that, hello, hello. And this is the Christmas head I had for a brief period of time. And of course up here we have a slot saved for Izuma. Should I ever be so lucky to procure his head, it shall be going at the top spot. So that's the Hall of Heads, and as we can see, things are lighting up. So we can head back down. You can see all of the wood, so like all of these things, the leaves, that's the name, have nearly despawned. Can have a look at taking those here. And what I think we're honestly going to do, I think I think I would really save time by going and getting efficiency 5 on that axe. So I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go have a look at, see if I can get efficiency 5 on that axe. And you know, I make that sound so easy, I'm just going to go get efficiency 5. Well, the thing is, on LPMT, we have, like I said, this is a community server. We make a lot of stuff for each other. And there's one member of this server, an amazing guy called Steel Toad, who has built an Oinker Ender, which is basically a zombie pigman farm. And it is the go-to place for like repairing your tools and whatnot. And the nice thing is he's also set up like a nice big enchanting area, so you can go to you'd save time by getting some voluntary workers to help you. I could do that, but then what's the fun in that? I like chopping wood. I'm Norwegian, I'm supposed to like chopping wood. To be perfectly honest, I hate chopping wood. But hello Kenneth, welcome to the stream, thank you for joining. It's nice to see some of the old faces. So, this isn't the most exciting of streams. But then again, life is boring sometimes. But you have to do the boring stuff first so you can have all the fun later. Which is probably something Bob Ross said at one time. Bob Ross spending all of his life painting happy little trees so I can chop them down because they're in my way. There's something about this place that makes my game lag. Whenever I cross over that place, it starts lagging. Like a tiny bit. So, well, congratulations on finally getting a beard. All true Vikings have beards. So anyway, bing. That's another one for the anyway counter. I think we're gonna have the village running along the edge. I think we're gonna have it running along the edge of the ravine here, like until here. And we can sort of have like a fenced off area. What I think would be kind of cool was to, because I'm gonna guess that this ravine sort of keeps going. Yeah, what would be nice would be to just tear down this entire hill here and like have the ravine run all the way out. I think that would be kind of cool, because then we could sort of like terraform around the ravine and make like some fences and some bridges. And what we could do, I guess I need some fish here. What I am thinking anyway, it would be quite nice to have. This would be quite nice to have like a watchtower or something like that out here, because this is sort of where it goes back. Jeez, I have an elytra. Why am I using it? If I go up, because you can see how sort of this is the river I was talking about. So there's a river going up here, and that river is actually going to take us to the community build called Trungle City at some point, but for now it's not. Yeah, I think I'm going to take away, like, from here and roughly out, I'm going to take away all the forest, I think. So, like, this entire area here needs to go. Like, from that mushroom and out. I think I'm going to do it like that. Because I want this to be, like, up top, I want this to be like a RPG Viking village. With, like, manual wheat fields and that sort of thing. I wanted to sort of look the part. Like I said, I'm not a technical builder. I've never been. Yeah, I have all the forest. This isn't even half of it. You haven't even seen my final form. I'm gonna get. I probably have like at least. I don't know. I don't think I'm exaggerating if I say I have like at least like 40, maybe 50 double chests of dark oak here, because there's an entire forest on that side as well. I mean, look at this. This is the tiny forest we're looking at now. I have all of this, and it belongs to me. And if I go back here, we also have like a bunch of spruce wood, we have a bunch of oak wood, and here we have the community project actually, Trungle City. So as you can see, we're not that far away. So for those of you who have been watching Izuma's stream, this is the Trungle City Stadium that we've been working on, which is a very cool project. So anyway, I think we're going to chop away. Well, thing is, I don't want to leave just that. It would probably would it make more sense to just take all of it away? Can we join? Vito, this is a Patreon server. If you want to join, go to what is the address? Like join.izumavoid or something. I can't remember the address now. I'm gonna have to look at this. Izuma gateway.izumavoid.com. Is that the one? Nope, that's not it. Izumavoid. Quality stream. Yeah, izumavoid.com. Go to izumavoid.com and have a look at it. There you go. izumavoid.com and become a patron, or you can go to Izumavoid's Twitch, which is like twitch.tv/Izuma. Go there and become a tier 3. Go there and become a tier 3 Twitch sub. Yeah, whitelist.izumavoid.com, something like that. The definition of Norwegian quality. What's the definition? So anyway, I think what, yeah, that's what I was doing. I think it would make sense to just clear away this entire area here, like begin here. So we sort of have like a clearing. Yeah, I think like when you're standing in the middle here, you would have like the entire front against the sea clear. So if we clear all of this forest and we clear most of that forest and we maybe do some terraforming over there, I think that could turn out pretty good. I think that could work. But if we're going to do all that sort of chopping, I think we're going to go to Steel Toad and repair our axe. And I think maybe we're going to go and get some additional axes, to be perfectly honest. And I have no levels anyway. So we're going to have to go to Steel Toad and get levels. There we go. Stuck the landing. So what we're going to do then is go get some sticks, or some wood to make sticks. Go for that. Here you can see the amount of logs we got just from that, and here you can see like this is just like the front of it. In addition, inside this sort of hall room thingy-majig here, you also have the dark oak. Yeah, inside here there's like 3 double chests of each. You also have dark oak north of the river. Yeah, I do have the dark oak north of the river, but to be perfectly honest, I want that to stay, because I think that would make sense. If anything, I would like to plant more oak, like around the entire base. And I'm doing like pointing in the air like people can see me. The definition of a moron. Phali, to your service. So depositing, this gives me a chance to show how it works. Put all the oak logs in the manual input. You can see it disappears. And if I now go downstairs, it's probably not going to show because it's not going into the front chest. But if I do like this now and take like these planks, you can see it lights up and it starts filling up with oak logs. And now it's grabbing oak logs from the 3 double chests in the back. And here we have the overflow chests, which is where all the stuff that doesn't get filtered, that ends up here. So anyway, I'm going to make some sticks. Not going to need that much sticks. That is way too many sticks. And we're going to need some diamonds. So I think like 3, like 2, 3. If we make 4 axes, yeah, let's go with 4 axes. I think that's going to be... Well, I'm not getting more wood because I need more wood. I'm getting more wood because I want to get rid of the forest. Let's make 4 diamond axes, and I can enchant them here. I do have... It's not like I don't have anything. Darker Mans is now following you. Thank you very much, Darker. Nice to see you. Always nice to get some more followers. I actually have like a tiny... Also, if I get some more wood, yeah. Yeah, I'm not like that classical comic says, I'm not a smart man. Just gonna deposit all of this here. We don't need all those sticks. Like, this is the definition of a lazy person. Oh, a chest. I'm just gonna put all my stuff there because I'm too lazy to actually deal with it. So now we're heading off into the nether tunnels, and I actually have some of this mapped. This is my nether tunnel, Phali's Viking Village. This is the Boat Buddies banner. This is my old personal banner that I'm not using right now, but it's going. Well, I am using it right now, but it's going to be replaced. And going to the Access Hub. First of all, and for those of you who haven't been here before, I have to say the Access Hub is probably the most impressive Minecraft build I have ever seen. This is a... Well, let's just be perfectly straight here. This is a absolutely insane build. completely insane build. And up there, like in the very top there, you can't see it from here, and I can't zoom in because I don't have Optifine right now. Up there we have the Nether Lofts, which is basically a shopping mall. So anyway, we are going over there to the Oinker Ender that I've marked with a what do you call it, waypoint, and we're going to repair our tools, and we're going to be making some additional access. Hopefully we can get another. Ooh, I missed it. Go back. Yes, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Zoom avoiders from England. Of course, we're driving on the wrong side of the road, which is left. Civilized human beings drive on the right. Shots fired. So this is that's the access system. Basically, what we have the access hub in the middle, and then we have like one sort of tram line running, one running north, one running west, one running east, and one running south, and people can just sort of connect up to them. So, for instance, my portal is connected to the east line. So, like, if people on the LPMT ask me, like, so where can I find your base? I tell them, well, you can go to east, I think it's 406, which means that if you go to east and you just look at the coordinates, it will be at east, like Z or X 406. Show us Camp Spangle Badger. We can go to Camp Spangle Badger afterwards. We can do that. So this is the Oinker Ender, built by the amazing Steel Toad. I cannot give enough shoutouts to Steel Toad for doing this amazing build. He is the only problem for me is that whenever I go to builds like this, it just, oh dearie me, it only underlines exactly how bad I am at Minecraft. Oh, the lag. I think going here while streaming and without having Optifine is dangerous. Oh, dearie me. It's never been this bad before. Is it because you... Is this because of you, GG what? GG no re only God. Okay. So, we have no levels at the moment, so there's no point in enchanting while we wait. What we're going to do is we're going to take all of my mending tools and we're going to be repairing them. So we're going to be standing here and collecting XP. And that is going to take a while, now that there's other people here, I'm afraid. Oh, there's two people here. Ollie's here as well. Where are you, Ollie? Are you downstairs? I can see you on Voxel map. And we already got 12 levels, so that's a good start. 13 levels. Oh, this. Oh, and it's probably... And of course it's fixing my elytra and my armor first. Well, that's almost done, so soon the levels should be going to my weapons and items. So this is basically an Oinker Ender, which that's sort of what we call it. What it is, it basically, through some sort of black magic that I don't get, it manages to have the zombie pigmen spawn, probably coming through nether portals, falling down, dying, and all of the items and levels floating to the top. And once it's floated to the top, we can just like stand here and pick it up, which is nice. Okay, we have 15 levels, so what are we going to do? We're going to go and do some enchanting while we wait. So, oh well, I'm going to need because I can't. You know what? Let's have a look at the book dump here and see if maybe someone has left some efficiency books. What I like about the server, which is like a mark of quality, is the fact that you share stuff like this. It's like my forest, like Taribo saying in, yeah, but I want to fix my diamond armor. It's like Taribo pointing out in the chat here that I have a whole bunch of wood. But, of course, everyone on the server is more than happy and more than welcome, well, more than happy, that sounded wrong, more than welcome to come on over and get some wood. Chop till you drop. Just be nice and replant it afterwards. By the looks of it, it looks like all the efficiency books have been taken. What we can do then is we can get some lapis and some books. Also, communal storage. I mean, I do have lapis, but I didn't bring it with me, so I'm just gonna bring some lapis the next time. The thing is, sharpness, we have efficiency 2. That's a bit low. Yeah, what we're gonna do is go back and get some more levels. Oh, the lag is horrible. The thing is, I have to do it because I do need to repair this. What I can do while I wait is see who wrote to me in Discord. Streaming on Twitch at the moment. There we go. Well, this is going to take... That's the thing. Like, very often I log on here during daytime because the thing is, this this server has players basically from all the world, and so like, no matter when you log on, there's always going to be people there. Either people from the Americas, people from Europe, and during night time, the dwellers of the Upside Down from Australia are here playing. Which is always a little peculiar to me because whenever I happen to log on during early morning, if I happen to be free, it always puzzles me to see like a bunch of people online. Like dearie me, don't you people sleep? And now we're from Australia, mate. It's daytime for us now. I'm probably going to hell for that accent, but this is oh, the shovel is being repaired. That's good. I think I'm just gonna, because I have plenty of shovels, I think I'm just gonna do this and focus on repairing the axe, because that's what I'm gonna be needing, and I also need to get to 30 levels. The only people who queue is Grace and Joe. Hello, Wolfie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you stopping by. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't tell Jared about this. Lesson learned: don't go near Jimbo's base. I actually did get someone asked me. I can't remember who. Someone asked me. I can't remember where. Maybe it was on Discord. Like, do we do like LPMT? Do we do the same sorts of like pranking walls and that sort of thing that we do on like the hermits do? And I dare say no. Not, at least I've gotten away with no pranks being done to me so far. The only exception being Taribo, either messing up my map, blowing a hole in my wall, blowing a hole in my ground, causing general mayhem and destruction whenever he comes to visit. Other than that, it's been fine. And I did have someone did take notes, yeah. Someone did come to my base and replace... I can't remember who that was, but someone came to my base and I'd built like this cabin thing at my old base, and someone came in and changed out like the floor with granite and the walls with diorite, and basically made it look like a giant pile of bird poop. So that was fun. It has mending. Why aren't you repairing? This is taking too long. This here's taking too darn long. I don't have time for this. The thing is, I do need levels, and I do need... See, I need to get this one to efficiency 5, and I need to get at least one more efficiency 4 axe, so I don't have to go and repair it every time. Especially if I'm going to be taking away all that forest. Yeah, let's see what we can do with what we have. We have Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 2. It still requires level... Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Bloody Nora. Let's throw some stuff in the trash. Get rid of it. Oak leaves, rose bush. Gold nuggets. That probably looked terrible throwing those away, but they are worthless on this server. They are literally worthless because, well, if I go... I think it's over here. No, these are the taters. Steel Toad has like a gold storage here somewhere. And at least he used to have on his old design. And the amount of gold it collects is wickedly insane. So, gold is never going to be an issue on this server, basically. This is taking a sweet time. I'm being a terrible host at this point, just staring at this wooden block, waiting for the sun to shine. If things doesn't happen soon, I'm going to have to go do something else. Well, we could, of course... We could go to the Guardian farm, but I have a tendency to die there. Let's try. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, the lack of FPS. There we go. Now I just need to remember where the Guardian farm is. Where is the Guardian farm again? I'm going to have to ask. Where is the Guardian farm? There we go. I think it's on the south axis. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure. Is it on east? I think it's on east. It is on north, okay. Which means I have to go this way because I'm on the south. Wait, what? Well, that boat's gone. Guess we'll be running. Oh, and there's 800 blocks. Oh, come on, there's got to be some boats here. Please. You know what? Oh, there it is. There we go. Let's head back to the access. Click on that slot in your inventory, Phali. Yeah, I managed to deal with it. Also, Taribo, people, you commenting like in the Discord chat like that would probably make you think you're like a ghost or something. Like, I know what your inventory looks like. This is not the boat you are looking for. Oh, I got some good bunny jumping going there, then I completely messed it up. So north, and if I remember correctly, isn't it like straight up here? Like that? That's the entrance to Trungle. Isn't the Guardian farm like... I seem to remember the Guardian farm was like not that far up. Was it that? Mr. Jimbo's end portal. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here we have it. Laser Ender XP farm. AFK in storage. Please set your particle effect to minimal. Graphics. Let's go to graphics fast for this. Particles. Oh yeah, particles minimal. So let's go in here, see what happens. I did this on particles all once and completely broke everything. What's nice about voxel map is like now we can see where this is in like a relation to things. So you can see there's not too far away from Trungle City and not too far away from this Osume, which is a different community project which is absolutely amazing. Right. Please do not place the ender sword for public use only. Farm manager. I can't remember. We're supposed to go inside. I can't remember how to use this thing. I am an idiot. You know what? Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? I think I need to turn things off. How do you turn off the lava then? I can't remember how to use this. I'm an idiot. Private, don't enter. How does this work? Something about turn off the lava once you come back. Oh, now it works. Pressure plates you stood on. There we go. Now it's working like it should. The problem is that it's not repairing my axe now. Oh yeah, Oxima is technically not a community project. That's very correct, Rebo. It's done by... what is it? ATOC and Glorfendelas or something? I'm terrible with names. But Oxima is a project done by certain members of the community. Not all the members of the community, but a good bit of them. Ow. I suddenly remember why I stopped using this. But now we have 30! We have 30 now. We can go to the enchanting facility. And maybe, just maybe, get a good axe. Come on. Ah! Bullshit. Glorf and Atok. Those are the two people, yeah. Efficiency 2, Fortune 2. Yeah, we're going to need more levels. Oh, I'm going to have to go down to these Guardians and die again now. This is going to be fun. And Wolfstorm is now hosting my stream with one viewer. Thank you very much, Wolf, for all the hosts. There we go. Maybe Phali want to do that. What do I want to do now? My dad usually says I get blamed for everything I do. Taribo, since you're here in chat and know things better than I do you know when is Azuma's next LPMT stream? Do you know? Good bunch of things spawning here now. This is gonna kill me for sure. Good bunch of levels there. Oh, I just realised I'm gonna put my axe like that. Jesus. I got a bufferfish. I can use that for devilish purposes. It would be a bit fun, wouldn't it, to like leave a pufferfish in Garth's base or something. Probably gonna... No, I don't think he's gonna drop LPMT. I don't think he would do that. He did mention like some other projects he wanted to do. So I'm guessing he's gonna turn his focus to those now. Today Phali learns to be a pro Minecrafter. I've played Minecraft for 8 years and I'm still as bad now as I was when I made my account in January 2011. I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that I'm going to be an idiot forever. Anyway, we have the levels we wanted. So we can turn the lava back on. And we're going to give this another go. Fortune 2. Fingers crossed. Efficiency 4! Yes! And Fortune 3. Ooh, may we have 2 good axes? Dairy Moses. It worked. We have good things now. So if we now do that already has like mending, silk touch, this and that. I mean, yeah, we got efficiency 4. That's going to give us efficiency 5. And we have 1 efficiency 5 axe. And I mean, unbreaking, we can't really put those 2 together anymore. We used 18 levels. Now we have 1 efficiency 5 axe, which is decent, but I would love to get 1 more and also get mending for it. But we have enough levels, I think, now to do some enchanting. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to go to the nether lofts and we're just going to buy the books that we need. I think that's going to be quicker, to be perfectly honest with you. And now we're back here. Good, good. Wow. Let's place our boat here. And go back to the... go back here. And there's some trickery that I really don't get on getting to the nether lofts. You take the portal to Overworld. And then you go back in. And ta-da, we are in the nether lofts. And there is someone here. Artie! A Danish person. Finest fishery north. Shop requests. My problem is that I am never able to find anything here. For the life of me. And we have Trent. And Jimbo. Trent, Jimbo, Danpoot, hello. So. Look. Thinner. What thinner? Trent. Does anyone know where I can buy books? Ooh, and we have another guy sneaking around me. So these are 3 of the mending plus F4 or 5. Yeah. Ow! Jimbo. There. What's there? This way. Ah. Gracias. Okay, so. Every book and every quantity you want. And these are some good prices, man. I mean, I need to put a waypoint here. Bookshop. And this needs a cool icon. I like this. gets a thumbs up. This is bookshop. Right. What did we need? Can I put an efficiency 4 book on that and it will give me efficiency 5? I think so. Doesn't matter really because they're the same price. Get some of these, and I think we're gonna have to get one of our shulkers up and deposit some of the stuff we have. Zombie pigman just came out of the wall. Completely normal. An everyday event. Here on Let's Play Minecraft together. And with that, back to the studio. So anyway, efficiency 5, we're going to need one of those. Boink. And we're going to need, you know what, I think I'm going to get a good bit of mending books because, I mean, you could always use mending. What else could we use? I mean, we could use I need mending on my books. No, books. Boots. And we are going to... one of my shovels also needs that. Efficiency 5. We got I could do another efficiency 5 because my silk pick I could usually really use with it. Use an efficiency 5 as well. Thing is, I'm not going to have enough levels for this now. And I'm going to be back where I started. And I also don't have an anvil. I am terrible at this game. I've said it so many times and I'm going to keep saying it. I am terrible at this game. And this would have to be... oh, Jimbo sells these as well. Decoration blocks. Crazy emoji and burgers. A neat looking place. I have Mucho's books in my base, Phali in the purple shulkers. Thanks, Spangle. The bookshop in the lofts is also a steal. I hope people don't think I meant that like some sort of coded message that I am stealing your stuff. For the record, Phali would like to state, I have not stolen anything. You've seen me pay for it. I am not a crook. There we go. Disclaimer. Right, let's head back downstairs then. Oh, steel sells gold. Ugh. If there's one thing Minecraft really needs, it's more dad jokes. Ah, of course we use this when we're going down. I know. Jeez, all you speaking Espanol. Taribo, I know 2 things in Spanish. I know gracias, or gracias, which means thank you. And I know the one sentence you need to know to be able to go to Spain. And that is una cerveza por favor, which means 1 beer, please. Right. I don't know why I'm saying hi, they're probably just talking amongst themselves. Where was I going? I'm 28 and I'm nearly 29 years old and I'm already going senile. I think we can give Steel's place another try now. So in that case we're going south 803 or something like that. With some luck that GG guy is done. Oh yeah, because he's not online anymore, so he's definitely done. La, 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 la. And Camp Spangle Badger. You know what? Once we're done, you know what? We can go to Camp Spangle Badger first. We can do that. Or you know what? No, we can drop by the Oinkaranda and then we can go to Camp Spangle Badger afterwards, in case I want to go there and pick something up. So there we. Oh, there we are. Where did my axe go? Phali's axe now with efficiency 5 for all the wood choppage. And the nice thing is the time is only 8:30 here, so we can actually keep doing this for at least an hour or 2 more. Excelsior. Anyway, while we're floating towards the sky, in the top right corner you can see a bar. And one of my goals, I have to do some self-promotion to fill the time. I only have one goal for Twitch. Like, I have a full-time job. I'm not a full-time streamer. I will never be a full-time streamer. I have no intention of doing so. But one thing I really one thing I thought would be cool was if we could do 200 followers before next year. So I have 1 year to gain, let's see, I'm supposed to be a math teacher. I should be able to do this. I'm going to need 163 followers. Add mending on your shoes first. Oh yeah, but I also need to fix these. Tools. Okay, let's get these in here, and we're going to add mending and efficiency 5. So that shovel. Mending, and we're going to call this Phali's other axe. I could do a links joke here. I have 40 on Twitch. Oh, what? So that bar clearly doesn't automatically update. I thought it did. We can get mending on those boots. Phali's boots, now we're mending. And I bought an additional mending. An additional efficiency 5. Why did I get another efficiency 5? Oh, for the silk picker, of course. I wanted one for the silk picker as well. There we go. So now we have 2 efficiency 5 shovels. One of them with silk touch. Wait, what? No, not the shovels. The axe. Jesus, the axe. And we have 2 axes. One of them should be with silk touch, I think. I thought one of them had, yeah, that one has silk touch, and that one has fortune 3. Is there any point in having fortune 3 on an axe? Is it going to be like, congratulations, this log that you just chopped is going to give you 10 instead of 1? Oh, let's go. In and out. Ah, and I forgot to put on my shoes. The derp is strong. Jimmy, thank you very much for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. So this has been a productive day. 40 followers, I can actually see it in my stats window in my dashboard. 41 now. Woo! Because now the bar says 38. So it updates, but it's 3 behind. Strange. I'm gonna have to go in and have a look on that. So, what do we have left to... That one doesn't have mending, and to be honest, do I need to put mending on a diamond hoe? Then I need to give it like some sort of cheeky, stupid name at least. But then again, I can't do that. We shall be very careful with the jokes we make in 2019. We're going to be pouring ourselves another drink. That would be the face of my drink. Yeah. Why am I suddenly not getting any XP? There we go. And then just fix up that 3rd pickaxe, and then we're going to be good to go. And then we're going to go back and start chop. No, we're not going to go back chopping wood, because I've promised Tariba we're going to have a look at Camp Spangle Badger. A name that is equally stupid with or without context. And it is done. That is it. Woo! Put these diamonds back. We're going to put the pufferfish in there. We do have a diamond chest plate. That one. Could have put mending on that, but the thing is, I never use it. I never use it because I always use my elytra, and I completely forget how to. I completely forget to switch to the diamond chest plate, which is why Garth managed to kill me like 9 times when I tried to get his head. An event that was sadly not recorded, because that would have been one of the best recordings of all time. Right, Camp Spangle Badger then, which should be up at South 1780. So, Camp Spangle Badger. While we're driving up there, some backstory. Camp Spangle Badger was actually my my first overworld base. Oh, and the sad Naruto music as we reminisce. Camp Spangle Badger was actually my first overworld base, which started off as the Phalian Free Estate. And I sort of made it like a cheeky rival, not a rival, but you get what I mean, rival in quotation marks, to Trungle City. While Trungle City was like skyscrapers and all sorts of like big crazy builds, Camp Spangle Badger, or the Phalian Free Estate as it was called, was supposed to be like a very minimalistic, rural, ye olde medieval place. And here it is. We have, I'm going to put some more rockets there. We have the lighthouse, which used to have a beacon running through it. Now it just looks boring. And we have this, which was sort of the main hall. Used to say the Phalian Free Estate, now it just says Camp Spangle Badger. The reason for the name is that I had no idea what to call this place when I decided to abandon it. But then, like a spur of the moment, I decided to take the names of 2 of the people on this server who I get along with. A lovely lady called Badger Spanner, and a dangerous lady called Bangleboo. And just decided to put it together like, oh, Spangle Badger. Because I was looking for, like, you know, those stupid Americans, you know, the stupid American camp names, like Camp Chickatikiwawa or something. So I decided, well, we need something that sounds equally stupid. And I just, in a spur of the moment, like, Camp Spangle Badger. That's stupid. And I decided, let's go with it. So, we are standing here. This is like the main hall. We have like a dock here, the lighthouse here. We have like an area here, which is like cabins and stuff. And over here I started building like ruins of what was supposed to be like the old Phalian estate. We actually had a communist revolution at one point. A very short but sweet communist revolution that basically consisted of Taribo chopping my head off, putting signs over all over the place saying that this is now belongs to the Phalian Communist Party. And then I chopped his head off, and it was over. And then we placed our heads up on the mantle here, and then we went on with our lives. So we have here the like the wheat farms, communal wheat farms. Let's see if I can take off. There we go. We have here like the outer wall, the perimeter. We have these like nice little cabins here. Oh yes, we had 2 communist revolutions. Apologies. And we have like all these nice areas. And actually, there was a lot of terraforming here because this is swamp area, so it's usually like this. And I actually spent a good bit of time terraforming this place. So I haven't abandoned it. Some people ask me like in game, like, oh, why did you abandon it? This bridge design, let me just say, that bridge design was my own idea, completely winged it, and it is one of the things I've never been this satisfied with a build. as I was with these bridges. These turned out great. And but anyway, this isn't abandoned. This area isn't in any way abandoned. The thing is, I decided that I wanted to build more of a like basey base. Like I wanted a base that actually felt more like my base. This sort of evolved very quickly into like a community project, or well, an intended community project. And I decided, well, I don't want to have my base in the middle of a community project in the same way I wouldn't like to have my base in the middle of Triangle City. So I decided this is best suited as a community project. I am going to come back here and finish it. I am. This is going to get finished. But I was also offered by, I don't remember who asked me, if it was Taribo or Garth. It was one of the people over in the Boat Buddies, which is like one of the little cliques. And they asked me, do you want to join the Boat Buddies? And they sent me like a rough map of how things looked, and asked me, well, here you can see the free spaces we have. Do you want any of this? And I said, well, yeah, totally. That area looks nice, like a very thick, dense dark oak forest. And I just basically said, well, I would love that place. That looks really cool. And as I was thinking about what to do, I decided, well, I really like the classic Viking aesthetic. Why don't I do a Viking village with like manual farms and wooden buildings? And I mean, is it technical and fancy? No, it's not. I mean, this isn't in any way like a Grian or Good Times with Scar or Izuma level building. It is more the way I prefer to play Minecraft. I am, when it comes to Minecraft, I consider myself very old school. I've never been a fan of redstone. I mean, I do see the practical sides of redstone. I mean, now that I've built my storage system, I don't regret it one bit. But at the same time, I don't expect that I will be doing all that much redstone at my base. Ooh, and we have Mr. Polymath joining the game. I haven't seen him in a while. Should I sharpen my sword and go claim his head? I mean, nah, can't do that. Even if this is a very friendly community server, we don't murder each other just out of the blue. We don't do that. We have rules and regulations on this server just as every other place. So, like for instance, when we went, I tried to kill Garth for like a week, but I asked him, and he was totally in on it. I asked him if can I like come get your head? Nope, that's not mine. Can I? Should be close there. Can I come get your head? And he was like, sure, come get it, but you know, you're gonna have to fight for it. I'm not gonna give it up. I'm not gonna give it up without a fight. And needless to say, things escalated, which basically resulted in a 3-man death squad consisting of me, Yilk, and Ponybutts. Ponybutts also a streamer here on Twitch. Go check them out. Basically went as a 3-man death squad, and we chased Garth around for I think a solid hour, and it was hilarious and good fun. He was in on it. He was 100% in on it, so don't worry about that. It was all in good fun, and fun it was. No doubt about it. It was very fun. So, as the sun shines on the Phalian Free Estate. No, that's not what I call it. As the stand still, you muppet. As the sun shines on this place, and that skeleton dies, we are ready to commence operation. Let's get rid of all this forest. And I think we have agreed start out here and just work inwards. I think what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go over here. Oh, dearie me, I knew that was scary. Whew. I am not qualified to operate those things. Am I out of... I am out of range for my... I am out of range for my beacon. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Because with efficiency 5, this is going to be much quicker than it was. Regardless. I think we're just going to start... I mean, these are going to be quick to clear out. Let's start with the... let's start with these, the oak trees. Those are going to take time. But I would love to get so close to my base. Hello, pig. That I can get the beacon effect. I think I got the beacon effect here. Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I got the beacon effect over here. The last time I was online. Come on there. Get me some beacon effects here so I can start chopping the wood. I don't know what accent that was. I would like to apologise to the dozens of nationalities I probably insulted. Oh, there you are, you little bastard. Come here. Oh, there you are. Come here and die. Where did you... Oh, if I die now, it would be very unfortunate. And now I have... Oh, no, I lost it. Because there you can see my beacon. There we go. Oh, that is much better. That is what we like. That is how we like it. I'm going to have to get more beacons at some point. I mean, currently I have one beacon. Beacons are... I don't know, what is the price of it? What is the price of a beacon nowadays? Jeez, Phali, what is your YouTube? My YouTube is just like my Twitch, Real Phali. Because Phali was taken. And for those of you watching who don't have time to stay for all of it, I will be posting all the streams I do to YouTube. So whenever I do a stream, it will be on YouTube pretty soon afterwards. And I will probably be making a playlist of like all the LPMT streams. And what I'm hoping is that my plan is to not do all that much off stream. The thing is, I will, like, as you can probably tell from my Twitch page, I don't have a schedule yet, and in all likelihood I won't have a schedule, period. And that is simply because my profession makes it very hard to predict exactly when I'm going to be free. So basically, whenever I'm going to stream whenever I'm free. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to stream at least like 2, maybe 3 nights a week. But it all depends on my workload and other things, of course. I mean, I used to stream a couple of years back, like 2. I think that with the exception of like a one-off stream I did a couple of like 2 months ago, this is my first stream since like mid to late 2016. And the reason for that is very simple. I work as a teacher, a high school teacher, which is a very time-consuming job, especially during exam season and whatnot. and I have children. The reason I stopped streaming back in 2016 was that me and my wife were expecting our first child, and needed to spend time preparing for that. So since then, I've built a house and I've taught a bunch of students. I've played a bunch of Minecraft. But anyway, what I'm hoping to do is to not do all that much off stream. And if I end up doing things off stream, I hope to be recording it and putting it up on YouTube. So because I think it would be really nice to like have like I don't care if like I'm not streaming. I'm not sitting here watching my Twitch dashboard and hoping for the viewer count to go into like three digits. Right now it says I have 2 viewers, and I am very glad that 2 people have decided to spend their evening here watching me chopping wood. And same with YouTube. Not too long ago, I actually spent an evening looking at my old streams and content on my YouTube account. And it was quite fun to like rewatch it and reminisce about old times. Sadly, the videos are so terribly awful in every single way. They are all set to private, so if you go to my YouTube channel you won't find any of them. I'm glad to hear that, Wolfie. Glad to hear you're enjoying the stream. And I of course have to give a shout out to Wolfstorm in chat. If you're interested in Sims, speed runs, the occasional eye-watering round of Cards Against Humanity or Jackbox, go follow Wolfstorm for a good time. And if I haven't mentioned it already, Taribo, who is also in chat here, he also posts, he also makes videos from LPMT. So, and you know, it's always fun to see. That's the thing I love about like the server. It's so fun to see it from different angles. So, I think it was yesterday, I actually watched all of Taribo's videos. He's only made 4 so far, hoping to get more. Yeah, can't follow Wolfie for a good time. Out of context. Who needs context? Context is overrated as a concept. But yeah, check out Taribo as well. He's not, I don't think he streams, but he is on YouTube. And hopefully he, I think it's Taribo8. If you go to YouTube and search for Taribo8, you can see some of these things from a different aspect. Why am I up on this wall? There was probably an idea behind it. Ow. I think at this point I am the only person in the world who can rival Mumbo in the lack of ability to use Elytra. So I think I messed it up. I'm probably gonna have to go up a bit. So I'm guessing that the rest of this stream is probably going to be just clearing out this area. It's going to be quite nice to see how it turns out once all of this wood is gone, because just clearing like the part in front really changed the area that I did. The part that I did last night. The in-game chat is surprisingly quiet today, really. Is Asuma still streaming? Because I know a lot of people I know that very often the chat goes very quiet whenever Zoom is streaming because most people are watching him play. Oh no, he isn't. Okay. Thought, mate. Oi! Go away, you green muppet. I mean, it's like having Taribo over again. Bloody holes in the ground. The thing is, there's no point in me going in sleeping because no one else has gone to sleep yet. Go away. Go away. And we are... I mean, I've barely made a dent. And I'm moving the wrong way. I need to move east, so this way. Oh, Trent getting pummeled by the phantoms. Ow! Go away. Oh, bloody hell, go away. Jesus. Oh no, I'm dying! Oh no, 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 no. Why am I not paying attention to my health? Oh, go away. Please don't murder me. Go away. Go away. Oh, no, 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 not many more of you, you. Oh, go away. Go away. There you go. Now you can't reach me, you bellend. Good thing this stream is marked for mature audiences. I hate zombies, I hate creepers, I hate mobs. And now what? Oh, I hate death. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Sound like, how do I sound like Link from Good Mythical Morning? I mean... yeah, Link doesn't really like anything, does he? He doesn't like sushi. I mean, what does he like? Is that ever established, even? I'm gonna have to place one of these and dump some stuff. This is scary because I have a feeling that there's gonna be something here to murder me pretty soon. Is that it? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't think so. Oh, yeah. You know, not to trash talk, but... I mean, they can sugarcoat it however they want. Like, in the latest Let's Talk About That, which was posted on Saturday, they discussed this entire Mythical Society thing. And I mean, they are really overselling the part that this isn't something you have to do. This isn't something that you're not a bigger or better fan if you buy this. But at the same time, it's like, who are you trying to convince? Them or yourself? But then again, a lot of YouTubers have stated outright that the amount of money you make from doing YouTube has drastically gone down the last couple of years. So I can sort of understand, like Good Mythical Morning. Let's face it, they have a higher production value than any other YouTube channel. Considering the fact that they're pushing out basically 6 episodes a week, if you include Let's Talk About That. And they also do a bunch of other stuff. And, you know, they have the tour. I can sort of see it like it's bound to cost a lot of money. I mean, one of my favourite old school YouTubers is Manga Minx. who of course rose to fame when she played Garry's Mod with PewDiePie and those guys. But I really like some of the horror stuff that Minx has done, and I mean, I know she's been struggling a lot because of the fact that YouTube has gone from being a solid, stable income to, well, not being that. So that's a bit unfortunate. And she's been pretty open about it on Twitter. So it's always nice to see someone actually having the guts to say, you know what, YouTube isn't the glamorous life like you think it is. Yeah, XP as well, and you know, January, February are the worst months for creators. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jack Septiceye, who said that he could post a video in January and it would maybe get like 1 million views, and he could post the exact same video in like August or like July when the schools are on holiday, and he could get like 10-15 million views. And also this, like, the algorithm issues doesn't help. Like, I know a lot of the YouTubers who do like The Sims, for instance. Like one of my favorite YouTubers is James Turner, who has 2 channels. James Turner and, well, The Sim Supply, I think it's called, and Flabaliki. And I know he's been struggling a good bit with like the algorithm. It's unfortunate when you sort of feel like YouTube is working against you. Yeah, you as well, Wolfie. It's unfortunate, and you know, I think it's really sad of the creator, because I mean, regardless, like, they're gonna put a lot of time and effort into that video, regardless of how many of you are gonna watch it, which is quite unfortunate. I think a lot of people forget. It's like PewDiePie did once when he did like one of the first behind the scenes things on Swedish television, like a lot of years ago. It was like 80 million subs ago, and people, like, the camera, what was it called, like the journalist was like, well, so how long, like, so if you're making a 30-minute YouTube video, how long does it take you to do? Does it take like 45 minutes, an hour? And you could see like the look he gave her, like, Jesus, woman, you have no idea what this is. So, and he basically said, well, the recording takes, of course, if a video is 30 minutes, you can be sure that I've recorded at least 2-3 times that amount and edited it down. And then I do the editing, which takes 2-3 hours. And then I do the rendering, which takes at least an hour or 2. And then, at least back then he would sit like and reply to comments for maybe half an hour or an hour after the video was released. And like, essentially, half an hour video would take you like half the working day. So like, if you were lucky and if you were good, you could push 2 videos a day. And then you have the people, oh, well, it's only a 30-minute video, it can't take that long. $55 diamond blocks for 1k kelp blocks. Good lord. I have a lot of kelp. I forgot to check what. I forgot to actually read the reply. How much is a beacon nowadays? You know, when you're so busy chatting with your 2 viewers on Twitch that you forget to actually read in-game chat. Nether stars for 4 diamond blocks. That's not bad. When I bought my first beacon, I bought it at the old Nether market here, and I paid the going price was, I think it was 25 or 27 diamond blocks for a shulker box. Yeah, like that beacon kits. I will give you 3 skulls for free, Phali. You really don't want to give me wither skulls. You really don't. I'll have a look at those kits later then. Are they in the lofts? That would be amazing. This is what I mean. This is such a lovely, lovely community. I mean, that is the proof in the pudding right there. Such a nice place. And such sad Naruto music in the background as we come to that conclusion. We need to restart the playlist. So, how are we doing now? Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. There's still a lot of wood to be removed, but... yeah, I mean, having run, like those who watched me back in the day will of course know that I used to run a Garry's Mod community, and I've also been in a couple of other communities, and I mean LPMT, the LPMT community is one of the most solid communities I've ever been a part of. So many, like, of course, like every community is gonna have some bad apples. You can't, like, there's a black sheep in every family, as we say in Norway. But I'm not gonna judge like an entire community based on a couple of the people. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go and get some beakers later then. And based on the speed here now, I think going and getting an efficiency 5, getting efficiency 5 on these axes was a good idea. Almost filled up our inventory twice now. I'm going to work this way. Work east, keep east. Keep going east, and we're going to tunnel down like that into this cheeky little hole in the ground. La, 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 la. I wonder, is Pony streaming right now? To check. Is Pony streaming right now? Pony is not streaming. Okay. So I think it would be fun to like head over to her place. Just like do a boo. Stream versus stream, who will win? I mean, once all this shrubbery despawns, I think it's gonna look a hell of a lot better. That's like the only, like, I love these dark oak forests because of the fact that it is a super simple way to get a ton of wood, because like each tree is massive, so you end up with a insane amount of wood very quickly. The downside, of course, is that because of the trees being so big, it takes ages to actually clear it out. Can we squeeze a couple of these in here? A couple of saplings. That's that. Shulker box full. Let's fill this one up then. That stack is full, so we can keep doing that. And we keep heading east with our axe in hand. Let's see if we can manage to clear. Let's see if we can manage to clear everything going out before we call it a day. Like, maybe clearing the entire forest is a bit of a... it's a bit much. But it would be... what I would really like to do, I think if I don't clear this out tonight, I'm going to clear the rest of the forest before the next stream, so that whenever I stream next, I have no idea when that's going to be. Then we can just start working on the. Then we can start working on the like buildings and the village itself, doing like the bridges and maybe some sort of fencing around the ravine. And maybe some terraforming. It would be nice. I really want to terraform that ravine. I really want to terraform that ravine so that it sort of stretches. Like, there's the ravine. I think it would be really cool if that ravine started. Maybe we can create like a lake or something here. Have like that river run into a lake here. Sort of block this off. And then we can have the ravine running all the way out there. I think that would be cool, having the ravine run out there. But, I mean, time will tell. We'll see what happens. When I do builds like this, I usually do very rough planning. Like, maybe I know the general shape of things. I know what sort of buildings I want. I know what sort of materials I want. But other than that, I usually just wing it. That way you always end up with something exciting. Because you get to surprise yourself as well as whoever's watching. Also you get the joy of brainstorming out loud. So what I'm genuinely nervous about now is that I think all of this, with all of this wood, I think I actually might overflow the system, because I already have nearly 2.5 double chests in there. And by 2.5 I mean I have 2 of the double chests on the back side are full, and I also have the single chest in front, which is full. So I have like roughly 2.5 double chests of dark oak. So might actually have, maybe I can sell some giveaway. Anyone need dark oak? I got a plenty and my storage system is full. Shulker and come to my base. E406-ish. So we're gonna have Mikey and Spooky coming over then to help relieve us of some of this dark oak. Do you have any blocks I can place? Do I have any blocks I can place, he asks, having just demolished a forest the size of Wales. I have plenty of wood, good sir. So much I can share it with the townsfolk. The good question now is, how long is it going to be until I fall down that ravine out of stupidity? It's bound to happen at some point. Is that it? I think that was it. That's another annoying thing about these dark oak, massive dark oak trees, is that sometimes you have like this one log block like hidden in between the leaves, so you can't see it, and you just sit there waiting like, oh, why won't you despawn, you silly tree? And there's like one tiny little wooden block that you've forgotten because it was hidden. On my way. So Spooky should hopefully be indoors then. Oh yeah, there he is, or she is. Can't remember. Well, you know what? I have a ton of boxes. You can just bring it, grab it. Gonna get some more. Wait, did I leave some dark oak here as well? No, I didn't. Okay, heading downstairs. Ow! Why every time? Jesus Christ. Because as you can see, whenever I start getting dark oak logs here now, it just fills it up instantly again. I have at least 2 double chests on the on the back side there. Okay, it should be filling up. Wait, did it already fill up? I thought that. Oh yeah, you can see it working. Oh, it's not working. There you go. More flowing in as we speak. I'm guessing I didn't have enough. Still in 1/2 shotguns. Oh. Well, feel free to chop outside as much as you'd like. Just replant afterwards. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need those boxes, of course. There we go. And the moon is going down, meaning the night is almost over, so I might as well just go get back to chopping. And landing. Stuck the landing for once. But yeah, always nice to get rid of. Always nice to get rid of some of the overflow. I mean, look. I'm not get. I have enough dark oak. I mean, I don't have to. I don't have to be. I don't have to be sour about it. I don't have to be. Oh no, I give me diamonds for my trees, you youngling, stealing all my wood. There's plenty enough wood to go around. And sharing is caring. Yeah. Well, we've cleared a good bit. You can't see it that well when you zoom out, but I mean this was completely dense like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago. So we've already cleared a good bit of wood. 9:30. I think we're gonna do about maybe half an hour, maybe an hour more. Who knows? I really want to get rid of as much of this forest as possible before I call it a night. Hello, sheep. So this is where I was. So I was working. Get rid of all of these big trees first. So that's it's easier to get an overview of the area. Because once I have an overview of the area, I can sort of start mapping it. Like what I usually do is that I do like a map, for instance, Aaron Voxel map, and I do a screenshot like this, and I just go into like Photoshop or Paint or something, and I start like drawing in. Well, there I want that, and there I want that. Like I need to do something about this. Or is that just a chunk border? Might be a chunk border. But anyway, you can see here this terraforming doesn't look natural. It looks like someone carved it out with a cake knife. And I don't want that. I'm also going to be taking away some of these shallows. And maybe even clearing away some of this ice. So that you can sort of have like a sea passage from Garth and his absolutely amazing seaside town up here down to my place here, which is going to be a bit that's actually going to be a bit fun because Garth's build style, at least for this build, is like quite reminiscent of like the late medieval shipping towns like Bergen in Norway, to a certain degree like Venice, Verona, Florence, like these old like late medieval Age of Enlightenment city-states. And it's especially for me, who's from the western coast of Norway, I really feel like it. Like I imagine that's how I imagine that Bergen looked like 300-400 years ago. So it's nice that you can sort of be in like the 1600-1700s here, and you can just go down the coast, and you'll end up in like 1000 AD Viking era. So it sort of becomes like a historical little trip. And of course you have the Taribo what you call it, fun park? No, entertainment park. What's the word? Park. Amusement park. That's the one. So you have like the amusement park, and then you have Badger's Hole. It's not really any other way to say that. That's Badger's Hole right there. You have, of course, Spangleboo's Pooh Island. Yeah, but we're going to be. I think we're gonna have drop by. We're gonna drop by Garth's place at least before we call it a night, because I really want to show you Garth's place, and we already did check out Cerebo's place in the beginning of the stream. So if you weren't here for that, have a look when this stream gets uploaded on YouTube. You can just watch like the first 10 minutes. I just showed the map. I literally showed you the map before you came. Like Cerebo's park thingy, Badger's Hole, Spangle's Pooh Island, Boo Boo's Not Pooh Island, Garth's amazing build, and Domino the Mad Dane, somewhere up here. He's basically gone completely mental with TNT and just made a massive hole in the ground. Oh yeah, the one that's in HQ. We have a headquarters, which is like here-ish, where we have a proper map. That's in the world. Well then, Cerebo, I'm not sure what you're referring to, the real map. The one we have on Discord. I don't know how much delay there is on this stream, so I have no idea if you've even heard me saying that yet. But anyway, all of these places that I've mapped out here are part of the Boat Buddies realm, and this also extends like slightly further north. I think I'm here on the very western edge of it, and I think Badger and Cerebo are sort of on the southern edge of it. So I think like there and there, this is sort of like the corner of it. But I do have a map that is on our Discord that I can throw up later on the screen, and we can have a look. Maybe we can visit Spangle on the Pooh Island as well. I'm not going to go in Badger's Hole when she's not here, because she has a tendency to murder people who sneak in. Hello, cow. You suddenly breathe out or inhale or exhale or whatever it's called. It scared the hell out of me. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Not the most exciting of streams. Could be worse, you could be watching paint dry. Here I completely forgot to finish this tree. But we are heading east. I can see a bunch of mobs, meaning there are probably... I'm going to guess there's a lot of caves down in that ravine. Where am I? We've almost cleared a passage out now. There's the ravine. We're sort of going in like a... No problem, Mikey. If you can see the amount of wood I'm chopping, you would know that I'm not exactly in dire need of dark oak. And I remember thinking once, like, well, I just left that Mikey guy who I've never seen before. I just left him in my storage system. How do I know he hasn't stolen all my diamonds and all my emeralds and all my gold and everything? How do I know? Well, it's a friendly community. We don't steal. Those who steal get banned and end up in the wall on the wall of shame. And I mean, I have played here since September, I think now. And I don't think I've had anything like that happen to me, ever. It is a very lovely community. There's a cave here, probably full of scary things designed to kill you. Oh, and I messed it up again. I always try to like do like a stairway up these 2x2 trees, because that's a very easy way to get to all of it without having to like do scaffolding and reinforcement. But I have a tendency to mess it up. I think... oh, there's one. Oh, here we forgot something. Boink, boink, boink. Go. And the view over here, like once this... now that I've sort of started clearing up this area, the view... now that I've started clearing the area up, he said, we're going under a tree so you can see anything. The view is quite nice. I mean, now you can see sort of my base much clearer. I imagine like flying in is going to be much prettier now. Because while I like the forest, it can get a bit thick. So that's why I'm probably gonna have the dense, like the original dense forest on the back. And I'm probably gonna have like a couple of trees here and there. But mainly I think I'm gonna take away as much as possible of this forest. Just so I have lots of space for building. And what am I going to be building? Well, I'm going to be building a couple of houses. I am probably going to be building like a marketing house, or a market house, which is basically going to be... I think I'm going to do like a house with maybe a couple of stalls outside, like maybe on the like over here or something, like along the edge here, where like visitors can buy things. I mean, we do have the nether lofts that you saw earlier, which is like all the stores and things, but I feel that I don't sell enough things that I really need an entire store, and also it would take time, it would take materials to do it, and I'd rather be focusing on this. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to be focusing on the camp and finishing that. I did have a tiny shop in the old market, and that shop is technically still there. But I haven't used it or checked it in ages. And simply because, like, what am I selling? I'm selling normal blocks, and you can get that so easily. You don't need someone selling that. Where do I join? Kappa Kips. This is Izumavoid's Patreon server. If you want to join, you can go to izumavoid.com. I am not in any way affiliated in any other way that I play there. But this is a server that is basically for Izumavoid's Patreons and Twitch tier 3 subs and above. So, like, if you want a solid, nice server to play on, that is not full of, how can I say this in a non-rude way? That is not full of griefing 12-year-olds and people who don't know how to behave themselves. Then this server is absolutely worth I think it's £12 or $15 or something a month to become a tier 1 Patreon, and it is absolutely 100% worth it. I have no problem paying $15 to be part of this server and this community. So shout out to Azuma Void for actually setting up this server. 7 views now, actually. Welcome you all to this fine evening of chopping wood. I think... No, but we've actually been chopping wood for like 40 minutes straight now. I think maybe it's time we change things up a bit. I'm gonna chop down this just so I don't leave like half a tree. And what we're gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna go get some more rockets, otherwise we're gonna crash halfway. Content. Yes, we're gonna do content now. We're gonna fly over to our friend Garth's place and have a look at what he's been doing. This, for those of you who've joined later, this is the Viking village that I'm building, and it is not very impressive in any way. Haven't really gotten started on it yet, but it's coming along. So let's get some more rockets, and we're gonna fly over to Garth's place, and we're gonna have a look at that. And Garth is one of the mods here. But in addition to being a mod, he is also a amazingly good builder. And in about 440 meters, you're going to see what I mean. Probably up the draw distance a bit, but once we get there, it's not going to matter. Welcome to the Kingdom of Gardor. We're going to go up on his mountain here where we can actually have a look. I'm probably going to die now. That would be very Phali-esque. Ooh, stuck the landing. So welcome to the Kingdom of Gardor, which is Garth's rather impressive little place. Like I said 20-25 minutes ago, it really, for me, feels like how the medieval Hanseatic villages or towns used to look. You have these lovely ships. You have these very nice buildings here. Let's see if I can do a landing anywhere. I'm going to try and land here. There we go. Like, look at this. It is amazing. I remember the first time I came over here, I was like, dearie me, I just couldn't stop wandering around having a look. I mean, look at this. Like the crates of things, like the shipping crates, the logs, the details of everything here. I mean, the amount of detailing work Garth has put into this. These lovely little lampposts. All the details on the ship and on the ships. Like, he's built several of these. Like, if you go in here, and even in here, bunch of details. The sails, the masts. Like, for someone who's actually grown up and still lives on the coast of Norway, which is like the shipping country, this is absolutely amazing. And if we go out to this boat, which is even more impressive, this is also where his portal is. Like, all the details, the windows in the back, the portal, of course, but also, and I think that's one of my favourite things, is like this here, you can go into the hull, you can go below deck, and you know, he has all of these things like lined up. The attention to detail is simply amazing, and as Garth stated, this was one of the first things he built, and was actually his base for a while, like this boat alone. I was like, I would have been very happy with this boat. And what Garth is doing now, this is a good angle. What Garth is doing now, he's building up like a set of mountains. He's basically terraforming all of these mountains around this base. Like, I apologize for the very poor draw distance here now, but my Optifine isn't working, so I can't really turn it up while streaming, otherwise we're going to be enjoying this in 4 FPS. And yes, I have an old potato computer. I am very aware of that. And he is constantly expanding. Like, out here he has farms and things, and he also has the... Nearly messed that up. Let's go up, and let's spin it around, and we fell down, didn't we? Anyway, so this is the map. Oh, there's a ladder, good. This is the map of the Boat Buddies realm, as it's called. And if we go up, let me see, try and find it, my bearings there. It's going to be this way. Here you can see sort of everything. There's Domino's hole, Domino's giant TNT hole. That tiny circle down there, like I said, Optifine not working, so I can't zoom in. That is my Viking area. Isn't it? Oh no, there it is. The tiny circle down there. That's my Viking area. And you have like the desert area, a bunch of sea that hasn't been mapped properly. You have the HQ under construction. You have Spangled Poo Island, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Way too much for me to show it like in one go. That would just be completely impossible. But yeah, this is Garth's place, and we're definitely going to be coming back here once my Optifine works properly. I can get it to work, but then I have to disable voxel map, and I don't want to like go out and do all of that midstream. So maybe we can come back here. Maybe I can do like a flyby video of all the Boat Buddies bases and just put that on my YouTube channel, and you can go watch it there. Where this stream is, of course, also going to be afterwards. But then we are heading southwest towards the Skull. Going back to Phali's base. And here we also see a build. I have to admit, not quite sure who's building here. Not sure. Maybe there's a name on the shulkers. Sometimes people name their shulkers. Is there a name on any of these? Nope, 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 no. Okay, well then I have officially no idea who this is. I'm gonna have to check Discord for that. Oh, and I messed it up. Come on, you lazy bastard. Like, for the longest time, I didn't use Elytra. I didn't start using Elytra actively until, I don't know, maybe a month ago? Simply because I am terrible at using Elytra. I usually crash and die. And it's quite comical. And especially when you've played without keep inventory, it's quite annoying. Having to constantly get everything, like get all your items back. Right. And stuck the landing. Let's get back to chopping wood, shall we? It is nearing 10 o'clock. And going for solid 2.5 hours, actually. Not bad. Gonna be exciting. I don't. I get. Let's round it up and say that I gave. Let's round up and say that I gave them 2 shulkers in addition to what I had in my system. It's gonna, because I want to try and figure out like roughly how much wood do we have here. We actually had a wood chopping contest when we started building Trungle, where I think it was Spangleboo who actually won at chopping like 50,000 logs or something, and I was thinking like, Jesus, how can you do 50,000 logs? That is insane. And after today, I'm like, I can see how she did it. To be honest, it's amazing what you can get done if you had when you have a good drink in your hand. And efficiency 5 axes and hours to kill. I have to tell my students, go grab your books and read page 50 to 120. But sir, that's 70 pages. Why do we need to read 70 pages? Shush! Children. Your teacher is chopping wood in a fictional blocky world. This is important for some reason. Get out of my way, cow. It's going to be very good to get all those away, because then there it is. Once all of this is gone, then we can actually start laying out some of the farms and stuff. And now that already now you can sort of see how it opens up. I really need to turn up my draw distance, really. Render distance. I mean, we have to do at least like 28 chunks or something. See it? I mean, smooth lighting. Let's do minimum, I don't care. Particles, clouds, we can do fast. Doesn't matter, does it? And it didn't make jack shit of a difference. Anyway. Let's just keep getting rid of all of this wood. I really need to get Optifine sorted. There is a problem right now with Rift, which, I mean, thing is, Optifine is a Forge mod, and Forge hasn't been updated to 1.13, and this server is 1.13. So, in order to get like mods working, such as voxel map, I have to use Rift, and right now Rift and Optifine really aren't being friendly with each other. So that's a bit unfortunate. Right, so now I should state that it was at this point during my last stream before I stopped in 2016 that I noticed I had been streaming for 3 hours and didn't have my microphone turned on. I was wondering why no viewers stuck around. It was probably because I am a very boring person, but also the fact that they couldn't hear me didn't help. Oh, I'm gonna have to build up here as well. Why have I left these trees like this? I am not doing my job properly. Then you can see it starts despawning straight away. These trees were luckily not that tall. To make my life a bit easier. So, hopefully, this should be. Should take it. Oh, it goes down that. Oh, look at that. No wonder. Nearly going down in there. And yes, I saw those logs lying down there. It's not like I'm going to need them. I mean, I've filled my inventory almost 2 times now. And that's after we gave like a solid 3-4 shulkers worth to Mikey and Spokey. So, I mean, if we include like the before I started a stream, I did start chopping a tiny bit. So maybe I did half a shulker before I started streaming, and let's say that I've done... Let's say that I've done 6 shulkers. And I'm probably going to do one more. That's going to be 7 shulker boxes of logs. The problem here, as you can probably tell, is that I started terraforming and ripping all this out, and I did what the Phali usually does. I just dug out all the dirt, and I was like, I'm going to deal with those trees later. And now I have to do this. And now I'm just making it worse by chopping them as high as I can reach and then stopping. That would be like a cool feature though, to like have like a dense forest up like this, chopping it up for a bit and then making a roof, and then basically making like a build hidden underneath what looks like a natural forest. That would be cool. Not what I'm gonna do here, but I mean it's a neat idea for a future build maybe. Like creating like a... You're gonna hop by the evening. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Wolfie. It was a pleasure having you here. And I hope to see you again soon. And take care, say hi to Esty, and have a good evening. Two hours 42 minutes now, not bad at all. And I think... Okay, where am I now? Okay, there's your... Oh, we're going this way. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this area for later because, to be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with, like, this area yet. What I know I want to do... I think I'm going to take... Like, see here how I've forgotten a couple. Here I've clearly forgotten something since... This is still stuck here. Let's take away all of this mushroom stuff because I don't want it. I mean, what's the use of these mushroom blocks? Are there any use for them other than making stew? Because I have a ton of mushroom in my area and I really don't know what to do with it. Yep. There we go. Oh, and I'm not picking it up because my inventory is full. Oof. Let's fill up another shulker box then. Let's just run around and pick up the rest of these mushroom blocks. Might as well take care of these two then, while we're waiting. Since we already have the shulker box open, might as well get these away. We can get them in the same stack. I'm going to leave that one for later because I'm going to focus on this side. There we go. This is a hole I've fallen in a couple of times already and actually leads, if I don't remember wrong, to the ravine. And you can see, yeah, because this is sort of where it starts. And it goes out here, and it goes out here, and it keeps going out there. And I think it would be really nice, like, dig up the ravine all the way over here. It'd be nice to, like, have, like, a cobblestone arch of some sort, like, leading underneath the base. That could be cool. I mean, I already have, like, the hidden area inside the wall there. That wall is also going to be, you can probably tell there's a couple of holes in the wall here and there, and that's because that is the inner layer of the wall. That cobblestone creation over there is just something I did for a test. And what I'm going to do is that wall is going to become well, that like 1-block wall is going to become a 4-block wall, with a walkway on top, so more like a fortress wall, and less like a general wall, to put it that way. I wanted to have somewhat of a realistic function, because let's face it, the Vikings wouldn't make like thin wooden walls. They would make like solid wooden stone walls to keep the English at bay. And the Christians. They didn't really like the Christians. Probably why they plundered all those monasteries. But enough about religion for one evening. We are going to keep doing this, and you can see I've already, like, if I hadn't gone and repaired earlier, at this point I would have had to have gone and done so, because now my axe is starting to border on, well, it's gone halfway, so it's not that bad. And now we have an additional axe. Now we could have kept going for another 3 hours, but we're not going to do that. I think 5 hours of chopping wood would have been a tad much. Flay come back. So I had to go Dutch there for a minute. But yeah, I mean, you can have a look there. Like, this guy's clearly been away for a month, and like the second he comes on, it's like, oh, welcome back. Where you've been? Nice to see you. And it's just such a lovely community. I remember someone messaged me on Discord a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Winnie, actually, asking me if I was alright, because I hadn't been online for like 4 or 5 days, which was unusually long for me. And it was because I had the flu, so I was sick. And that's like the sort of thing, like, well, wow, you actually noticed that, like, out of the like 100 members on the server, you actually took notice that one of them hadn't been online for a couple of days. And I mean, that is for me like the definition of a good community. When people are away like 2 hours more than usual, it's like, oh, but just making sure that you're all right. We take care of each other. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the definition of a good community. And in my mind, the LPMT community is a grade A solid community that I very much love being a part of. I'm starting to get like a lumberjack shoulder, and I've only been using a mouse. Imagine the poor folks up in Canada who actually have to do this. Well, at least the poor folks in Canada have a chainsaw now. And lumber carts. I don't want to go around making speeches and doing Twitch streams. I wanted to be a lumberjack, leaping from tree to tree. Something, something, something. The Scottish pine, the something or other, the larch. And with my best girl by my side, we'd sing, sing, sing. And then it goes into cross-dressing and those things. Which is nice, of course, for people who fancy that. Bunch of mushrooms here. I'm gonna have to find out what to do with all of this, because I already have like at least 3, 4, maybe even more stacks of mushroom in the base that I don't really know what to do with. But anyway, if we fail to do that for the billionth time, if we go over here now, You know what, we're actually gonna go up on the roof, I think, where we have a better view. Why am I struggling activating this bloody elytra? There we go. Ow. I didn't die, could be worse. Well, that is a good deal better than it was when we started. You can see the ravine much more clearly now. So the next part is then going to be to take all of this area here, sort of try and flatten it, terraform, like cover up some of these holes, make the terrain look more even. I need to finish the roof here because that's not 100%. You see, I need to fix the roof there as well. And see, maybe do I want that to be like do I want that to be an island? Like that peninsula there, would it be nice if I extended like this tiny little like gully here into a river and join it up with that river? I think it would be too much. I'm thinking maybe that would be a nice island, but then again, it wouldn't make sense to have a river. You can't have the river flowing across the ravine. That would make no sense. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to see if we can maybe dig out that ravine and have the ravine like end over there where it ends now. We're going to try to flatten all of it, then make the natural ascent around here, so that whenever what I want is to have like a gate or an entryway like in the middle there, in the back there. So that means I'm going to have a gradual ascent. Okay, let's eat some fish so I don't die. Very strange sentence. And off we go. So up here, gradual ascent, gradual ascent going up here with a pathway coming up, like snaking around the wall and leading to an entryway here. So that when you come in and you're going to have the Hall of Heads there, you're going to have the Great Hall there. We're going to have more buildings here, of course. Like, this isn't going to be it. We're going to have more buildings. We're going to have a big building similar to that one on this side. We're going to have that's probably going to be like enchanting, maybe some extra manual storage, maybe like some guest rooms for people staying over, that sort of thing. Probably going to have some like tiny details around here. And we have Rufsedufsen joining us. Hello. Probably going to do that then, there. And we're going to do... manual farms. Maybe another enchanting place down here. The thing is, it's so easy to get books here that... And, you know, it doesn't take all that much mats to craft the enchanting tables anyway. So instead of having to, like, run back and forth every time, what I want to do is I want to have, like, most of the things I need down here. Maybe I'm going to have a house which sort of has, like, a hidden entrance leading in here to the basement, so I don't have to go around every time. I want an enchanting area on top, and I want an enchanting area down here. And down here I also want manual farms, like manual sheep farm, manual cow farm, manual pig farm, manual chicken farm. Well, maybe I'm going to do an automatic chicken farm. Maybe we can do an automatic... I think we're probably going to do build like an old style hen house in like this old Norse style, and then just do an automatic chicken farm inside. That could work. That would look good. I think that could work, yeah. And manual wheat farm. I have a bunch of wheat that I took from the free estate before I left. So maybe we can do that over here. I think that could work. Because this is a nice flat area, and this is also going to get terraformed. Because you can see by some of these angles, these aren't exactly natural angles, that I've started doing some terraforming. Remember to take those shoes off when I do. Maybe flatten that a tiny bit and bring this hillside here into it. Damn it, Cuddles, don't talk about licking people on my stream. People are weird. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that would be the most natural thing. To do it like that. So that when we look at the map, which isn't updated, can we fit even more stuff into this? Yes, we can. Let's put all of this in here. And I think what we're basically gonna do, whoops, just gonna do this. This is the point of that system. Just place the shotgun and away it goes. Very neat. Then we can update these maps. Bloop. Bloop. And straight away we can see. I mean, look at that. When you see side by side the map I haven't updated and the map I have updated. Oh yeah, we've made a huge dent. I mean, we've cleared that entire area there, in addition to doing some. Am I playing with mods? I am. I have one mod. Oh yeah, you need a boathouse. You absolutely need a boathouse. Especially here for a Viking village. So I am going to build. There is going to be. As I said earlier, there's going to be a boathouse probably down in like here, and there's going to be some tiny, like some smaller longboats lying here, and I'm going to build. Well, maybe I'm going to build it in here. It would make more sense. Maybe have the smaller ones down here, and the big one here. I'm going to build like a big proper Viking longboat, so that's going to be there. But yeah, I'm only playing with one mod really, and that is Voxel map. Which is this, that basically saves, like whenever I go somewhere, it saves like a map of it. Very, and also you get to set waypoints, so you don't have to actually remember where things are, like keep like a notepad document of coordinates, which is how I used to do it. The only downside is you can't use Optifine at the same time, at least not right now, which is a bit unfortunate, because I really miss Optifine right now. Have we done it all? I mean, we have a look at a triangle, but I think I'm going to save that for next time, to be honest. So, yeah. I think we're going to call it a night, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for this stream. It's been an absolute pleasure getting back on Twitch. First stream in like 2.5 years. It's been an absolute hoot. Viewers all the time. Lovely to have you people here watching, and for those of you who only managed to get like a couple of minutes of it, this will be on my YouTube channel very soon, so you can watch the recording there, and if there was like any bits of it you want to see again, you can see it there. Have a look at my schedule. It's not 100% decided on yet, but I am probably going to get at least 1 or 2 more streams this week. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to continue clearing that forest so that when we meet the next time, we can start working on the actual things. But for now, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I will see you all again next time.